What's up? Ron here. Welcome to TimeWalkTV. I hope you're all having a great day today. If you're new here, we post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday all about Magic the Gathering. So if you want to keep up with all my videos, you want to watch some more Magic, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below. So we are back at the same spot we were at the end of last season. Field of the Dead has cemented itself as the best card or best deck in Standard. So, like I always say, if you can't beat them, join them. We're going to load up our Golos Field deck here, run some matches, see how it feels, and see if we're ready for this weekend. Alright, welcome into Arena. We have our Golos Field deck loaded up, ready to go. So let's go and take a look at some of the cards that make this deck work. Starting off with the namesake card here, we have Golos Tireless Pilgrim, the 5-drop 3/5. When it enters, you're going to search for a land card, put it into play tapped. And we have the ability of 2 Wooburg, which is white, blue, black, red, green. Exile the top 3. You may play them this turn without paying their mana costs. And play is the main word there because we can play lands. If it said cast, we wouldn't be able to play lands. So that's very important. Looking at more of our creatures here, we have our 1 Realm Cloak Giant as a board wipe / threat. We have our Agent of Treacheries. This is mainly for the big mid-range decks or the mirror matches. Now I expect to see more mirror matches than usual, so that's why I'm running these in the main. We have our Hydroid Krasises. This is a good way to gain life, draw some cards. It's a good top end card once we have a bunch of lands in play. This card has been around for quite a while, so it's very, very good. Moving on to some of our ramp cards, we have Growth Spiral. It's going to draw us a card, put a land into play. Route's going to go find us 2 basics or guild gates, since we have a bunch of guild gates for our other colors like red and black. So we can go get those. Beanstalk Giant is the big 7-drop that has power and toughness equals the number of lands you control. And the adventure side of it is going to let us go search for basic lands and put it into play untapped. And we have Once Upon a Time, which is going to be a free spell if it's the first one you cast each game. But really, it's just going to dig us a little bit deeper to find certain lands that we need or some of our creatures that are really, really good. Teferi's in here because Teferi's really, really good. And I don't see it changing anytime soon. So 4 Teferi, and we have 2 Time Wipe, which allows us to reset the board and bounce our Agent back to our hand or our Krasis. Now the lands, there's 29 of them. There's a ton of them in here. A lot of 1-ofs. Link down in the description. Go and check out that deck list if you want to get the entire layout of all the lands. Taking a look at the sideboard, we have 1 Veil of Summer for the blue-black decks. 2 Devout Decree for like red and black decks, like more aggressive style ones, maybe with Chandra or other small black creatures. Glass Casket is great against any aggressive decks that we run into. Because our main board isn't set up for any aggressive style matchup, we just want to make sure we have as much in the board to compensate for that. Next, we have Mystical Dispute. It's going to be a great counterspell to stop some of those Agent of Treacheries or maybe some small blue spells from other Bant decks like Oko and other stuff like that. 2 Ashiok's going to be able to remove the opponent's graveyard, which is great, mill them out a little bit. Tolsimir is going to be a great card for kind of the mid-range creature matchups because when it enters, you're making wolves, you're gaining some life, and it's sort of a pseudo removal spell as well. Another Realm Cloak Giant is a great card, wipes the board, makes a gigantic threat. And I'm tossing the 4th Agent of Treachery in the board because I want to be completely ready for any of the big mid-range or mirror matches. So that's the deck. That's what we're working with right now. Let's go and hop into some games and see how it goes. Alright, welcome into round 1. Let's go and take a look at our hand, see what we got to work with. Looks like we have our Teferi, possibly on 3, and our Once Upon a Time, which will be free since it'll be the first spell we cast. So we're going to hold this until the bitter end, just so we can get down our library naturally until we find what we need here, since most of our threats are really big. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep this, and we're on the play. Ooh, baby, this is looking good already. We're going to be playing Guild Gates first, because there's no chance for them to come in untapped. We have our Shocklands here that we can play untapped and just shock ourselves to get our Teferi in on turn 3. So everything's coming up Millhouse right now. Everything looks good, even though we have a bunch of lands in our hand. But our whole deck is based on lands anyway, so not a big deal here. Alright, we'll play our Boros Guildgate and say go. Now, it just looks like we're a Gates deck right now, but realistically, we're not a Gates deck. We are a Golos Field deck because this card is fantastic, and we're against the old Simic Flash, probably. If we can land the Teferi, we're probably going to win this game. We'll see. Doesn't seem too likely that we will, but that doesn't... Oh man, it's just gonna be tough. They didn't swing. They didn't swing. Okay, well we'll cast this first because we're gonna cast Teferi this turn. Let's see if they counter it. Hopefully they do. Thinking. They might want to counter it. Maybe not. Okay. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have our route next turn. I think we want to take Agent of Treachery because we're going to try for Teferi. It'll probably get countered. Hopefully we can play route on 4, which will bring us up to 6 and then 7. And then that's exactly enough mana to play Agent of Treachery. Sweet. Okay, well we'll play this and play Teferi, and if it resolves then we are golden. If it doesn't, well, we're just gonna have to trudge through the rest of their counter spells like normal. Oh, it resolved. Ho, 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 baby. Plus all day. Definitely want to plus there. Don't want to bounce because they can just swing and kill the Teferi, and this is a huge card in this matchup because now they can't flash things in on my turn. They have to play everything sorcery speed on their turn. So good start so far. Dodge the counter spell. Pretty nice. Let's see if we can get ourselves a decent blocker or something along those lines. Does not look like we're that lucky. Let's go and plus, and we'll play this. Do we just play this now? I think we just play this now. Because they're going to have to swing at the old Teferi next turn to get it off the board. So we'll just go grab some more lands. We have 6 different types of lands right now. Now we won't be able to play our agent next turn because we don't have an untapped land. But they only have 1 blue source, which is super good for us because that means they can only play 1 blue spell, and all their blue spells probably counter our stuff. So they probably have like a Night Pack Ambusher or something along those lines, which is pretty good. But they don't have like Frilled Mystic or anything like that to counter our spells and then put pressure on the board. So right now we're not looking too bad right now. We're not looking too bad. They get to kill Teferi, hit us for 2. Not a big deal. We're going to drop the Field of the Dead next turn and make some blockers. And then just kind of try to win from there because they really haven't put too much pressure on us so far. And we're going to be able to start making zombies here. Alright, let's see what we draw. Beanstalk Giant, huh? Well, let's go ahead and play our Field of the Dead. This is also a 7-drop. We have like mono 7-drops in this deck. No big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and Beanstalk Giant. Do they want to counter? That's the real question. Do they want to counter the old Beanstalk Giant Adventure side? I guess not. We have white. So right now we have all of our colors except for black. So I'm going to grab a forest here. Make another Zombo. Looking good so far. This deck is very powerful. Next turn we can either play an 8/8 or we can play Agent of Treachery and try to steal this Night Pack Ambusher. That might be a thing to do. They only have, well, they got 4 cards in hand. They only have 1 blue source though. Now they can't, or they're gonna swing with that. Wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna let that live and just block there. They might be able to pump that though. They could pump that if they flash another creature in. Flash a 2-drop in, they can pump that for 2. Let's actually let's force them to have that. If we force them to have it, they're going to use their mana, and then we can Agent of Treachery. We'll block like that. Do you have it, opponent? Do you have it? Show me the money. Show me the money. They do not. They want to hold up their counter magic for my Agent of Treachery. Very smart. Very, very smart indeed. Alright, we'll play Field of the Dead number 2. Make 2 zomboids. Uncounterable zombies. And we'll try for Agent of Treachery. Don't think this is going to go through. If it does, oh my goodness. It's crazy. That's okay. Not the best card in this matchup. Stealing 1 creature isn't that great. But playing a 9/9, possibly a 10/10 is going to be great. It's going to be great. Especially if we draw a ramp spell where we make some more zombies. That's going to look good. Alright, so they're going to be swinging with the token and the sailor. Let's double block the wolf here. Take 1 down to 9. The flyer is going to be an issue because we cannot kill the flyer right now. So we got 8 turns until we are dead. Night Pack's going to keep making tokens, expendable tokens here. Ooh, Golos. I am digging it. Don't counter me, don't counter me. Don't have it, don't have it. Just let it resolve. Oh man, okay. Well, we're grinding our way through their removal spells here. We're not going to attack, we're just going to keep making our zombie army here. Working our way through their counter spells. The main thing when you're facing these Simic Flash decks is most of the time they're going to have counter spells because they have so many of them in their deck. And just kind of sitting around and waiting is not going to be the best idea because then they're going to keep drawing cards and possibly get more and more into their hands. So realistically, just like kind of trying to trudge through them almost, make them use them is kind of the better plan here. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can play our Guildgate, make 2 zombies. We can Beanstalk Giant first in case they have a quench. If they have a quench, we can pay for it. If they don't, then we get to Beanstalk Giant on the other side and make another 2 zombies with the... Okay, so that's really good. We're going to be able to put the pressure on there. So let's go ahead and find another land with the old Beanstalk Giant. Next turn we get to play another 12/12. That's going to be pretty crazy. This deck is so silly. Just building up our board right now. Their Sailor keeps hitting us for 1, which is super annoying since this Beanstalk Giant is a giant that does not have reach, and it makes me sad. Poor Beanstalk Giant can't reach the old Spectral Sailor. So we're gonna say go. We have the ground is gummed up. Let's just say that the ground is extremely gummed up right now. Now they're getting into... Oh, they passed the turn. They did not swing. I wonder if they didn't realize this doesn't have reach or they just forgot about it. They're getting to the point where they have enough lands where this can activate. Well, they're one away from activating it twice, but they can activate and play something. So let's play Growth Spiral first. See what we draw. Golos, my man. Don't counter it. Gosh, they have another one. We're so close. Yikes, and they can put 3 counters on that? That really doesn't matter at all. Yep. This is becoming troublesome. We are getting countered like nobody's business. 2 Sinister Sabotages and a Brill Mystic. Let's see if they swing this time at least. There we go. Get that damage in them while you can, opponent. You definitely need to. 7 more turns. I think we can piece together a win here in 7 more turns. We do have Realm Cloak Giants and we do have time wipes and everything like that. So let's go ahead and play another Beanstalk Giant. You got the counter spell? I hope not. Another 12/12. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that'll take out all their guys. I'm just gonna swing with the Beanstalk Giant, see what happens. If they chump me, they chump me. Probably just chump here and then make another one next turn. Unless they want to flash something in and then pump this. They can pump for 5, 6. 6. Whew, they can make that big. Whoo, they can make that into 11/11. Holy moly. It's almost big enough to kill my old buddy Beanstalk. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Sailor. And we'll gain a life and make 2 zombos. This is beginning to be a very, very troublesome match. This game is going very long. Longer than anticipated, but they are hanging in there. Luckily, our gain life lands are giving us extra turns basically because this is only a 1/1. But now they have 8 mana, so they can draw twice. Oh, would you look at that? When another creature enters, you can pump it up. All right, so I guess we'll do this once again. We will search for a basic. They get to draw 3 cards a turn. Oh my goodness, they're brainstorming every turn almost. Put that into play, make 2 zombies. 1, 2, and we will play a 14/14. Come at me. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Yeah, we'll swing with 2. We'll swing for 28 damage. See what they do. This game is getting a little out of hand, opponent. Just a tad, a little tiny bit out of reach. If we can find a time wipe or the Realm Cloak Giant, I think we will be golden. We have so many lands to play. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 lands in play. Spectral Sailor, sure. You want to put 3 counters on and trade? I like the way you think, opponent. I definitely don't have 11 zombie tokens left over and a 14/14. Block it. Block it. You know you want to. Come on. I see you hovering your cards. Let's go. No? You're just going to toss the old wolf token underneath. What else you got, opponent? Another land, huh? 4, 7, 8, 9. So you can activate twice. Hit us down to 6. We're still in it, folks. We're still in it. Probably another land off the top. Oh gosh, this thing's gonna be massive. Absolutely gigantic. Whew, that's big. Whoa. Thank you. Let's Agent, don't counter it. Don't counter it. You only have 2 mana left. You can't counter it. Yes. Thank you. Yoink. Yoink. Don't bounce it to your hand. You don't bounce it to your hand. Oh, no. All right, we're about we're so close. I think they only run like 1 on summon too. Ugh, goodness. Yikes. 2 agents, 2 Goloses. We need to get rid of this Spectral Sailor. We're so close. If we could somehow, I don't know how, honestly don't know how to gain life in this deck or get rid of this. Maybe a Once Upon a Time, Realm Cloak Giant, Time Wipe. We have a lot of tools in here somewhere. Oh yes, gain some life. Yes, gaining 3 life gives us more turns. More turns, more turns. No attacks. I'm gonna sit here all day, opponent. Don't think I won't sit here all day. I feel like we should have the advantage here, right? Because we are the big mid-range control deck. But they just have all this card draw and flying damage, which I can't block. Goodness. How many counter spells do you think they have? Oh my gosh, 9, 10, 11. 11 lands. Oh my goodness. They're one away from activating 3 times in a row. Woo! Boy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. Come on. Don't you dare draw the counter spell. Don't you dare. Yes, we did it. Oh, we did it. We're going to bounce the agent, steal the sailor, and start drawing a bunch of cards and getting there. Yes, feels good, feels good. Okay. This is going to be a little tougher. Mystical Dispute. They have a lot of blue. Spell costs 2 less to target a blue spell. Well, I don't know if we want that. I think what we want is Tolsimir. I think. No, I don't really know. I'm bringing in the agents. No, actually, we should probably bring in the glass casket. I don't think they have a way to deal with it. That's a tough one. Probably bring in Veil of Summer. It's pretty good. I do like the agents in this deck. I don't know, our deck is like just really good by itself, to be honest. The fairy is really, really good. Maybe the Tolsimers just don't even come in. Maybe we have what we need now. We just need to counter some stuff. Oh no. No. We'll cut down to 2 of those. Trim 1, trim 1, trim 1. I like doing like little trims like that. I don't know if that's correct or anything, but I like keeping the deck the way it was initially built. Just picking a few cards here and there to take out. I'm not taking out like all my ram spells or all my threats and stuff, but wanted to bring in counter spells and the Veil of Summer to hopefully sneak in like a Teferi or something. Got to do something here. Keeping 7, easy keep. Do Blossoming Sands into Island, into Growth Spiral, into Temple Garden. Hopefully draw a land to play Route on 3. And then hopefully this Golos on 4. So yep, we'll keep it. We're not looking too bad right now. Looking like this might be a game. I don't know how we grinded that last one out, but I guess that's what our deck does. Alright, they scryed 1 to the top. No turn 1 play. Very good. No opt or no sailor. Let's go and gain a life, and then we will... Oh yeah, the Hydra Krasis is a flyer. If I drew the Hydra Krasis, that'd be good too. Unless they countered it. So we're going to play Island next turn. Growth Spiral to draw a card, put a land into play, which will be Temple Garden. Do it on their turn. Going to do it on their turn. Yep. Okay, so... Once upon a time. Sure. You're gonna go find yourself one of those creature or land cards, huh? We'll see what they get here. Oh, so they need land, so they're gonna get a forest. Play the Cutthroat, sure. Pass the turn. Put a little stop on their end step so don't forget. They're gonna hit us for 2. Big deal. I think I'm gonna put the Tranquil Cove in because it gains us a life, and it can't come into play untapped like Temple Garden can. So let's go and play Growth Spiral. Resolves. We'll draw a card. Hopefully draw a card. Let's see if they try to counter it. They don't. Put Tranquil Cove in. Gain a life. Resolves. My turn. Okay, so I think we're going to do a little bit of a risky play here. I'm actually going to not take damage here. I'll go blue, white. And we will play Teferi. We'll put full control on so we don't mess anything up here. They're probably going to counterspell. I would assume that they were going to counterspell. Brazen Borrower. Okay, so not what I expected. Thought it was going to be a counterspell, not a 3/1 flasher. Alright, so we'll let that come in. This will enter, and I think since it's gonna die anyway, we might as well get the counter off this guy, draw a card while we're here. Yep, looks good, looks good. There is our Veil of Summer, which we'll probably end up using not next turn, but the turn after possibly. But yeah, the Brazen Borrow is a really good play because I can't stop it with Veil of Summer. I mean, I kind of telegraphed it pretty hard by just keeping up the green source and tapping manually, obviously, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes here. What do you got, opponent? I don't think anything. You're just gonna pass the turn, huh? Sounds good to me. Okay, so we can just play our tap land here. What do we got on top is the question. I probably don't want a Once Upon a Time then. Bean Stalker Giant. Don't need that right now. We're just looking for more Goloses, possibly Time Wipe. We can try this for 2, but I think I'm just going to hold off. Because we want to do Once Upon a Time at the end of this turn to try to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a Agent of Treachery to steal a creature, or trying to think here. Nightpack Ambusher. That resolves. So we really need to find the Realm Cloak Giant. We'll probably need to, Once Upon a Time, try to find that possibly. Maybe we should have brought in the second one. I could see that being a good play as well. Yep. Take the 7. That's pretty good size damage there. Alright, let's see what we got here. So tough to play against these flash decks. So tough. Alright, so we'll take Golos. Alright, we'll put on full control. Cast Golos. See what they do. Okay, so we will crack this for green. Submit 1. Cast Veil of Summer. Resolves. We get to draw a card. Our spells can't be countered this turn. So we got the card out of their hand, and our cards can't be countered. So we're going to let this come into play. Fortunately, we have 2 islands here, so we're going to take action and go find ourselves a Field of the Dead. That's good. Alright, so we can take ourselves off full control. Our Golos is now in play. If they bounce it with a Brazen Borrow, I'm going to be very sad. Could be super sad. Next time we get to make a zombie, or possibly 3 zombies, so that'd be pretty cool. I want to try to get this Teferi in play as well. We'll see if they use any resources to try to get this out of the way. Unsummon, yeah, that's a good one. It's a very good one. Oh my goodness, we're dead. I didn't even realize. I wasn't even looking at my life total. Oh, this matchup, like, I know I'm playing like the big bad mean like annoying deck in Standard, but man, Simic Flash is literally the most annoying deck ever. It always feels like they have every counter spell imaginable, and like, we can't win. Let's try that. Let's try a little bit different approach. I like the Veil of Summer. Let's take out the agents and the counter spells. Let's bring in removal, and what else do we do? Maybe a counter spell. Maybe a Tolsmere just to gum up the board there. I think that'd probably be best. What could we cut? Trim a Golos for a second Tolsmere. Yeah, let's just go like all like mid-rangey style. Tolsmere is good because it can fight those nasty little flyers we have, but usually when you play Teferi against this deck, they kind of fold in on itself and they can't do anything. But if they get things going early, Teferi just gets kind of beat up and run over. Yeah, we'll keep this. We can crack the Fabled Passage for green source, everything like that. We'll have to wait till like turn 3 or something, but we'll be able to do it. Alright, let's go. Tranquil Cove first. That way, if they decide to play something, I guess we don't really need to cast Get on 2 because they flash everything in anyway. So, a little annoying. When it enters the battlefield, exile a target creature an opponent controls with preferred mana cost 3 or less until this leaves the battlefield. So, pretty sweet here. Alright, so let's just crack this now. Get it over with. Go get ourselves a forest. We already drew our plains, so we're looking for... not sure what we're looking for. Maybe like a creature, something along those lines. Alright, so let's just play our Guildgate, say go. They haven't played anything at all. It'd be sweet if this had flash, right? Right? That'd be super cool if it had flash. So this is a nice little ways to remove them. Remove their creatures because it's going to be a lower cost thing. So they might not be able to counter both of them if we played both next turn. So we'll see what they are able to do. Now this is a little bit tough because Brazen Borrower is really good, bouncing one of these, but we need some early removal, I guess, to kind of slow them down so we can do our thing too. We're just gonna pass the turn here. All right, so what do we got? Put that into play. We want to be able to cast both of these this turn. They might have a Brazen Borrow to bounce it, but we have to take the chance. And that was the first spell we played. Darn! Alright, so we'll try to count. We'll see if they have a counterspell for it. They may have it just have a Brazen Borrow to bounce it, but that's okay. Oh, it tapped my green source. You dirty rotten, you. I wanted that green source to play once upon a time. Okay, cool. So they're really trying to protect this thing. That's fine. Yep, put that on the bottom. Cast the second one. Target this. Get that out of here. Get out of here. It's your little thing. Go get our green source. Looks good. Now we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Hydro Krasis, gain some life, draw some cards, and then ooh, Runso drawing pretty good. Yep, let's do this for 4. Auto pay. They counter at whatever we're gonna. I think gain 2, draw 2. Nightpack Ambusher. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Now we have a block for this unless they bounce it, which is fine. Really need to find some of our board wipes. I swear we had some board wipes in this deck. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let's do green, white, blue, white. Right. Leave up the blue mana, make them think like we got a counterspell when we might. Probably don't. No! Unacceptable, Mr. Opponent. Or Miss Opponent. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Alright, so we'll try to find our Tolsmere probably. No attack, we want to block one of these two. Can't block the Nightpack Ambusher. I'm not sure where they didn't swing last time. I guess they want to keep this alive to keep making tokens. They have a Sailor? They might have a Sailor. Well, I guess not. You're thinking about it. I think they have a Sailor in hand. Or an Unsummon, possibly. They have a lot of lands in play. Only 3 cards in hand. That's not too bad. We can try to fight through this here a little bit. Okay, let's Once Upon a Time. See what we can find. Once Upon a Time. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card or a land card from among them. Put them into the battlefield. Or sorry, put them into your hand. The rest from the bottom of your library in any order. So let's grab ourselves view battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 land types right now. I really want to grab Tolsmere. To be honest, I'd like to do that. 1, 2, 3. What does this need? Double green? Go find a green source with... No, I don't think we have a green source left. No. So we can't do both. But we can do this into Golos, so let's go do that. And this will find us our... Oh no, another island. No. We still can't get Field of the Dead going. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Tolsmere. Alright, so let's Once Upon a Time. Looking for another land. Plaza's good, gain us some life. Yep, and then we get our token here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No attacks. We're kind of on the edge right now. I think we have to bait a counterspell with our Beanstalk Giant to get one of these two to resolve. Alright, there's the Wildborn Preserver. Still at 21, so we're not out of the woods just yet. That's going to get 3 counters. Go to 5. Probably have to block that. We're not looking too good right now. Really need a board wipe. The one did see a Realm Cloak Giant, but we had to kind of pass it up. Unsummon, huh? Well, that's rude. Indeed, very rude. Okay, board wipe would be fantastic right now. Hole smear. Well, let's see. We can go green, green, white. 1, 1. Crud. We don't have enough to play this too. Undo. We'll play that. Undo. Alright, so we'll play Tolsmere. Watch him draw into a counterspell. Mind blown. We're waiting on the opponent to make a decision whether or not they want to draw a card and hopefully find the counterspell that was on top of their deck. They did not. So target up to 1 creature you don't control. That one. Gain some life. What? Oh, do I not have a green? Oh, I don't have a green Guildgate. Oh, yikesers. Well, let's see. If we double block here, 5, 8. So let's see. 5, 9, 10. Block here, 3, 6, 9. Yeah. Blocks. Go to 1. Yikes, 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 yikes. We really need like a route or something to get a bunch of lands into play, make a bunch of zombos. It's not looking good for our hero. Yikes. Well, let's see what we got here. Nah, maybe I should have done that first. Crud. The bottom. Play Golos, I guess. Of course you have it. Okay, well, we died to the counterspell deck, which I honestly think isn't really that great right now. There's a ton of Teferis running around. What's up? Welcome back. Let's go and take a look at our opening hand, see what we have to work with, see what spells we're casting in this one. Looks like we have Teferi on 3. We're going to go Temple, Tranquil Cove into Breeding Pool. That's all of our colors, and we're just looking pretty good. And we're on the play. Or we could Beanstalk Giant on 3. That's another thing we can do. But Teferi does give the sorcery side of this flash, so we'll probably hold off on that. And then Teferi on 3, this on 4 at instant speed. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's try to find ourselves a Golos or a Route or a Growth Spire or something else to get more lands into play, because we want to get Field of the Dead rolling as fast as possible here. The faster we can get this online, the faster we're going to win these games for sure. Just waiting on our opponent here to keep a 7 card hand or maybe a 6 card hand. We'll see, we'll see. Our hand's looking pretty good here. We have our Teferi, which is one of our mainstay cards. Each opponent can't cast spells unless they cast them as a sorcery, so that really screws up a ton of decks and a lot of the timing on a lot of cards. So you have to play everything sorcery speed. +1 sorceries are now instant speed, and -3 bounce a target artifact or creature or enchantment to its owner's hand, and we get to draw a card. So up to 1, when you see something like that on a card, it's going to mean that you can do it to 0. So up to 1 means 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to do. So return up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. So let's go and play our tap land here, or scry land. I think we're going to put Field of the Dead on the bottom. We're looking for ways to put multiple lands into play, like Route. Looks like we're against Temple of Epiphany here. Now this could still be like a Golos deck, but I think a lot of the Golos decks are banned now. So let's go ahead and play our Cove and gain a life. So it looks like we're probably against the Blue-Red Alliance deck. Draws a lot of cards, plays a bunch of big creatures, so not too bad. Now we're going to hold on to Once Upon a Time until it's our turn, because there's no point in casting on our opponent's turn when we're just going to draw the top card anyway. So we want to draw the card to get that small amount deeper into our deck before we cast this. Then we'll cast the Fairy. There's a field. Alright, let's see what we got here. Free spells are free. Grab our Golos. Pay 2 life, and we'll play Teferi. Alright, so next turn we can Beanstalk to put a land into play after playing Field, and then we can Golos right after that. Pretty good. See what we have here. Narset Part Reveal. So we won't be able to draw too many cards, but it doesn't really hurt us too bad. Alright, so there are Fires of Invention deck. Okay, I got you. So we'll play our land plus Teferi, and we can just say go. Next turn we can either play Route or Golos. We'll see what happens. We're probably going to go get a white source. We have the double white for whatever we need. Narset there, making it so we can't draw extra cards on our turn. They're going to play Fires of Invention, and hopefully not something super crazy. I've noticed with these Fires of Invention decks, they're basically just Guy Walker's deck that, you know, you trim 4 slots and then just jam 4 of these Fires of Invention in so you can play your spells for free, basically. So we'll see what they play. I know that I really enjoyed the 4-mana Chandra, the rare one. I can't remember the name of it right now, but the 4-mana Chandra that draws a card basically, or exiles a card that you can play each turn. That was a really good card when I played Fires of Invention deck. Time Wipe? Yep. Don't need to play anything like that. Teferi. Let's go ahead and play our instant speed card while we can. We will go get a white source. Now what do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Alright, so what do we do here? We'll play this tapped. We can go get... What can we get here? Take action. What do we want? Really want red and black. So this will probably get bounced by their Teferi next turn. So we want to grab a red source right now. Maybe we want a black source. Let's grab the black source. Make a zombie. And we will -3. It doesn't matter that we're not able to draw a card. We just want to make sure that they have to cast the fires again. Not that it really matters, but they can't double spell this. They can't double spell with 2 like planeswalkers, so to say. They'd have to fires then planeswalkers, so they're playing the enchantment then playing something bigger. Hopefully it's a nice big planeswalker we can steal with the old Agent of Treachery. Oh, guess not. Guess not. What do we got here? Okay, so they're going to minus on nothing. So let's take Fires of Invention. And we'll play what do we do here? Oh, we'll play our land, make 2 zombies. Then we'll play Route. We'll hold on to the second one here. We'll grab 2 red sources. Get 4 more zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, now we own that. Ha ha ha, righty. Plus, looks good.
Here we go.
We stole their Fires of Invention, everybody. It feels so good. This card is insane right now. Everyone's trying to go over the top or keep up with Field and play all these big giant spells. And Agent's like, nah, that's mine actually. That's mine actually. That's mine. So we need to take out Teferi. Okay.
Right on
we need to take out Teferi still. So they're gonna bring their fires back to their hand. If they have I don't know, did they already play a land? I'm not sure. We'll see. If they play a land, okay, there's the Saheeli. Maybe we take the Saheeli. Maybe we do that. Let's see. Cancel. Alright, well, let's take... Oop, I didn't tap my mana wrong. Let's take the Saheeli. We will move to combat, and we'll swing 1 there, 1 there, rest of you there, and the rest of you there at the base. Finish attacking. Yep.
only time.
Cool, and then we can plus here. So that way next turn we can bounce one of our agents and steal their Fire Invention. We can play this non-creature spell to make a token and put a land into play and make 2 more zombies. Your go, opponent. We'll see if this works. If we make a token of this, if it enters, does it steal something? That would be so sick. Don't have a board wipe, opponent. Don't wipe the board. Oh, they left it on top. Oh no. They done left it on top. Board wipe. Time wipe is a board wipe. Well, we will notch your thing to draw a card. We'll play this. And I believe we're just going to play the big old 12-12 and say go. Hope you have a answer for it. Come at me, opponent. They've played this like 4 or 5 times already. They have another time wipe. Yikes if they have another time wipe. Yikes. Realm Cloak Giant. Destroy all. Oh, guess what? This is a giant, sir. Give him the hand, except for this guy. He's also a giant. Yes, he is a giant. Didn't see that coming. The old giant in sheep's clothing trick. Alright, so against the Jeskai Fires of Invention deck, we definitely want Agent of Treachery because they're just trying to play the biggest, baddest creatures they could possibly play. Maybe Veil Summer? Mystic Dispute kind of seems good too. Well, I don't think we need Time Wipe because they're going to do all the time wiping for us. And I think we can probably cut down on a Growth Spiral on the draw and bring in 3 counter spells and see how they like it. Spell costs 2 less to cast if the target's blue, counter target's spell in space 3. Okay, so it's a mana leak for 3 mana, or a mana leak for a single blue if it targets a blue spell. So we brought in our 4th agent because this card is just bonkers. And then we'll invalid deck must be. Oh no! Oh, we bring in the Veil of Summer, yeah? Yeah. Or no, whoa. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I thought we were, off the beaten path, and then we came back on, and we're fine. Just throws me for a loop every time it says, no, you don't actually don't have 60 cards, so you should probably check that. Let's take a look here. Opening hand coming up. Well, we have to ferry into our good card here. So let's go ahead and keep it, see what we got. Hopefully we can find some ramping spells here. Don't have any scry lands or anything, but we do have some gain life lands, which is kind of cool. Bunch of untapped lands as well. So gain some life. We have all the lands. See how far we can make it without getting valued out of this game. Cool. Oh no. Oh no, no. Ah, white and blue. That's all we need. Sweet. Uh-oh. Opponent. What happened? Counter this. Okay, don't counter this. Oh, I'm going to be risky business and draw a card. Submit 0. Alright, there's a field. Sweet, sweet. Now this is an untapped land. These two are. This is also an untapped land. That's not. Narset. Okay. That's going to find him like Field of Invention, other Planeswalkers. There's the Teferi. Play Field plus. Go ahead and then we'll play Golos. See, that's the thing with the Golos deck. The more that they kind of dirtle and play these like insignificant Planeswalkers, at least against us they're insignificant, gives us more time to hit all of our land drops to play these kind of spells. We only have one blue source though. Justice Strike. Huh. Oh, there's a card. Oh, there's a card. Doesn't matter because we both have Teferis.
Might be a bad idea.
We will go get a blue source with this. Golos. Take action. Any blue-black ones? Come on. Eh. It's like pulling teeth with this thing. Ooh, Temple of Malady. I kind of like that. I want to scry. Yes, I want to scry. Get that out of here. I don't want you. Still need a blue source. I needed the blue source to steal something. Well, hopefully I draw a blue source, but I don't think anything comes into play untapped. Might have to get rid of this Golos here. Fae of Wishes. Yikes. Yikes. Really needed to get the blue source for this sucker. That is for sure. We have white, blue, red, black, green, 1, 2. Oh, we can activate? Oh, very good. I see how it is.
That's more like it.
Well, can't activate now, can we? Can't activate now. Stupid Teferi. This is going to kill our creature, but we need to... What do we need to do here? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to get a blue source with... No, I guess we don't need to get a blue source with it now. Yeah, so we'll just do it like this. Come on. Make a token. Go make another token. Take action. Make 2 Zombos. Plus the old Teferi here. This is going to get eaten. 1, 2, and 3 is going to go get kill the Field of Ruin. We got another Golos in hand to get another Field of the Dead. Because that's why they probably got that card, because they can't handle it. Also, you need Fires of Invention to make this work. And 6 mana. So that's kind of just sitting there for now. Hopefully Teferi goes away and I can counter the spell. Actually, I can't counter because if they play it for free, they can pay the 3. Ugh, why did I bring this card in? Oh, we get to activate? Yes, activate. Yoo-hoo! Put that in play. Minus draw a card. Submit. Dang it! Stupid Narset. You dumb Narset. I keep forgetting about that stupid thing.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Alright, we're going to kill the Narset. Actually, no. No, we're not. Killing the stupid Teferi so we can counter something. Oh boy. We didn't leave enough mana. Oh, yeah. Get wrecked. We did it. Is this going to be a scoop? Come on. That was a sweet, sweet 1 mana leak. That was beautiful. Exactly how we drew it up. Exactly how we drew it up. Oh, make 3? Sure. Minus to draw a card. Oh, man. Oh, we drew another one. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That can't be countered. But we gonna steal it. That cannot be countered. I was like, ooh, we can counter this uncounterable thing. Yep. That's done. And we'll sack that to get a land. Make 3 more Zombos. Oh, man, Fatal Passage in this deck is sweet. Goodbye, opponent. Goodbye. We were gonna Agent of Treachery your Chandra. Goodbye. Is that the rank up? Ooh, yeah. Deck is running hot tamales right now. Let's go on to the next game. All right, welcome in. We're at the final match here. We have our Teferis and our Agent of Treachery, and we have the lands to cast them, so I think we're good to go. We are on the draw, which is fine because I like drawing cards, but I'd like to play first. That's okay. Let's see what we're up against. An island. That can mean a lot of things. So that can mean either blue-green flash. That can be the deck that we're playing. You never know. It could be a blue-red deck. Usually the blue-red Alliance. I forget what it is. Yeah, the blue-red Improbable Alliance. There we go. That deck plays Opt. I don't know if the flash deck does, but we're gonna go ahead and play our island and pass the turn so we can play Growth Spiral, put field in, then play plains, play Teferi. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hopefully we can draw a land with this, like a tap land to put into play. That's really cool. A lot of draw spells in this deck, so... Ooh, Augur Bolts. I forgot that card was legal. Very nice. I like this. I'm not sure if this is better now because of all the spells that they play, but they also play a lot of non-spells. Like Improbable Alliance doesn't get caught by this, all the planeswalkers, creatures. Let's go and Growth Spiral. We did not. We're gonna put Field of the Dead because it usually comes into play tapped. We might actually want to route this next turn, possibly. Looks like they're holding up a Shock or another Opt. That's pretty good. That's gonna be our second green source. But what do we want to do here? We always plus the Teferi. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play Teferi and plus. Go up to 5. This will hit it down to 4, and they'll need 4 points of damage, so they need to use probably 2 spells on it to kill it. Or they could play a Arclight Phoenix, hit it down to 1. Not too bad here. Let's go ahead and temple. Put that land to the bottom. 3, 4, 5. This will be 6, 7. So let's go and plus. Next turn, and we can route on their turn into Agent of Treachery or into another Hydroid Krasis. That's pretty cool. The old Shock got me. The effect does last till end of turn, even if Teferi is not on the battlefield to, you know, be there, you know, hang out. We do get 2, so I think I'm going to do this and kill the Augur, actually. What do we want here? We need a white source. And I guess we'll get a red source. This should give us 2 zombos, because these lands enter at the same exact time. So now we can double block the augur and kill that and save both of our zombies. Depending on what they play. Ooh, I kind of want to take that one. I will take your Pyromancer, please. And we'll play land. Swing for 4. I think we're doing actually a pretty good job. Agent of Treachery has been putting in some work, and especially with Growth Fire, we're going to deal a nice little lightning bolt to their face, maybe. Alright, Radical Idea. See if they have 2 1-mana spells here. Looks like they will. Not sure if they want to swing for 6, though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure, Lava Coil that. Yep, we are going to bring that back. Yep. My turn. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I should have cracked that. Silly. I could have had another zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's crack this. For a blue. Make a zombie. For 6. Auto pay. This will draw us an extra card. We'll deal 3 to their face. Put our Field of the Dead in play. Yes, and we got him. All right. Good job, Agent of Treachery, doing the Lord's of work. All right, so Ashiok's are coming in, and our Devout Decrees are coming in to exile those darn Phoenixes. We're probably going to go down 1 Agent, even though Agent felt really good that game. We'll do 1 of our... So usually I go after the ramp spells like I have been. So just 1 Growth Spiral, 1 Route, and 1 Beanstalk Giant to, I don't know, make it work. I'm not really sure how to sideboard in this deck, but the deck is so powerful it almost doesn't matter. Just trim here and there and just bring in your good cards. I think that's how it should go. Debating on whether or not I want to put a Fey of Wishes in the main deck, but I think I digress and I should just play the one I got. Alright, so we're waiting on our opponent here. Waiting, as usual. But we do have the Ashiok at the beginning here with all these lands. I'm going to keep, actually, because we're on the draw. Might get to draw something cool. Ooh, that's going to be really good, actually. So let's go ahead and Temple. Look a little deeper here. We're going to probably bottom any lands we find and just look for spells at this point. Because this is going to find us probably a creature. Ashiok can be very good as long as they don't burn it out. We might even hold it until they get some Phoenixes in the yard. We'll see, we'll see. What do we got here? Nothing of value. So we'll just play our Guildgate and say go. Ashiok will come down probably next turn, and we'll play Once Upon a Time first, right after we draw, so we get a little bit deeper. Alright, so let's play this for 0. It's pretty cool. We'll grab a Golos. Do I want to play that into the face of a bolt guy? Probably not. We'll hang out until we can play Golos. I have to hit that twice. Okay, so now they're able to kill the Golos. Oh no. So I guess, yeah, we're just kind of playing the gonna die to bolts type game. Yeah, we'll do this. It'll kind of be a soak damage type thing. Target player, mill it up. Hits 0 Phoenixes. Darn it. Okay. Well, if they have a draw spell, which their whole deck consists of draw spells, they're going to be able to kill this. So next turn we'll have... Yep. Oh, wow. Wowzer. Okay, why would they do that? I guess it deals more damage to me if they do it that way. Okay. I guess we will Golos, take action, and get ourselves a... Where is it? Temple of Malady. Beanstalk Giant. Well, I don't think we want Beanstalk Giant. We want to get... What else do we want here? We want like something that puts a bunch of lands into play, or probably Agent of Treachery. Oh, that's so good. Oh crap, that only does... Okay, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. We have black, green, white, red, blue. Okay. Let's activate. Cool. They let us activate. How nice of them. How extremely nice of our opponents to do. Let us do such things. Gotta enjoy the little things, I guess. Oh, they do have one. Okay, well. Come on. Mill them. Yes, another Phoenix. Very, very nice. Very nice. And then we'll just say no attacks. Cool, so they don't have anywhere to attack this besides hitting it for 4. Alright, so we'll block that, no problem. I don't know, I don't really agree with bringing in the War Boss in this matchup for sure, but we'll block with our zombie. We'll mill him again. Alright. I'm gonna use Golos again. Well, we'll put another field in play, and they scoop it up. All right. Well, we've cemented the fact that Golos is quite the deck. Crazy games. Put a lot of power into play really quickly. I'm kind of in love with this deck right now. It's super powerful, and I think we're going to play it this weekend at SCG Philly. All right, let's just talk about the deck here just for a little bit, a little overview of how I felt about it. Deck is fantastic, super powerful, goes over the top of basically everything. I never felt like I was in a losing position, besides the blue-green flash deck. That was more of a aggressive tempoed list, and getting this deck on the back foot can really hinder it, so maybe that might be a good deck for it, but overall in the format itself, Teferi's running around like crazy, so I don't see blue-green flash doing that well. Overall, this deck was fantastic. This build of it was super bonkers. Having the Agent of Treacheries in the main deck just made the biggest difference, especially against that Jeskai deck and even against the last opponent that we faced. So I really like having these in here, especially if we go against the mirror. I can take a Field of the Dead or something like that, maybe take their Golos and activate it. So I think having these in here is going to be fantastic. Moving forward, I think not having any cards in the main deck for aggro is correct right now, just because everyone's trying to play Field of the Dead, and just having a bunch of cards in our sideboard, like the 3 glass caskets, is pretty much all we need for a little bit of early interaction, just to get to the point where we start making tokens, and then we can kind of block and turn the corner and win the games from there. So overall, deck's great. If you could build it, build it. Super easy to rank up with, and highly recommend the deck moving forward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the deck and the gameplay. For myself, I'm not the biggest fan of Field of the Dead, mainly because it's a land that makes a bunch of tokens and you can't really interact with it. But after playing with it a couple times in last season, the deck is just fantastic, super powerful. Highly recommend to anyone that wants to start playing Standard competitively and start winning a lot. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, let me know how much you hate Field of the Dead, let me know how much you love Field of the Dead. Anything you want to talk about Magic related or about this deck, go and leave down in the comment sections down below. And for anybody going to SCG Philly this weekend for the Team Constructed Open, Come on over and say hi if you see me. I'll have my TimeWalkTV shirt on. I'll have a big camera vlogging the whole experience. Come over and play some games. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, Magic is great, and so are you. Stay positive and play Islands.